This video is going to go through editing your files inside of Visual Studio Code. You're going to start the Visual Studio Code and you're going to come into a page that says Workplace Trust. Go ahead and click on Trust if that message comes up for you, and then you can go ahead and close that tab. In order for me to see my files, I'm going to go to the File and I'm going to say Open Folder. And I'm going to select my downloads area because that is where I downloaded the files. And here are my student data files. You guys may have a different location that you've stored and unzipped your files at. Mine happens to be in the downloads area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this folder. And I'm not going to double click on it, get inside of it. I am only going to just select it once and then say select folder. Once I do that, you will have an Explorer bar that opens to the left. You can also, if this trust window comes up, you can click on yes, I trust the authors. After you trust that window, you're going to come back and you'll see that all of your files to your data files are located in this Explorer window. So you have access straight to your files from this point. The first thing that you're going to be doing is you have to edit the index file. So if you click on the index file, it will open up that tab. So here is the index file that you guys will have to edit and manipulate. The instructions say that you have to make a couple changes. One, you have to put in some information about yourself. And number two, you will have to put in a picture that represents yourself. So if you happen to scroll down, and it's going to be approximately line number 101 and 102. This section from this OL down to the /OL is the area that you need to edit your personal information. So what you would want to do is to put in some information about yourself. It's nothing really drastic. Just give me a little bit of a history about yourself. What do you like to do? Some activities you like to do, places you like to visit, whatever you want to put in here. The next thing that you need to do is to edit this line 107, which is approximately that area. And what you need to change is there is a graphic that needs to be changed to something that represents yourself. Right now, the graphic is called 900 by 400.jpg. It happens to be stored, according to this code, in the Assets folder underneath the Image folder. So if you go back over here to the Explorer window and you expand the Assets folder, you will find an Image folder. And if you expand that, you will see the 900 by 400 JPEG file, which is where this is located at. This also happens to be what's called a relative link. So at this point, you would want to upload a picture of yourself or something that represents you. So because my files are located in my downloads area, I'm going to go back to my File Explorer and I'm going to go into the Assets folder, into the Image folder, and I'm going to put a file in this area. I don't have one, but I'm going to go out and download one. So I'm going to go and I'm going to go to look for a file called, let's see, Flying Cat. So here's a Flying Cat that I'm going to download. Let's take this one here. So I'm going to just do a right click on it and say Save Image As, and I'm going to save it and give it a name, Flying Cat. I'm going to save this, and I can do this directly straight into my folder. So I'm going to double click on my student data files. I'm going to click on the Assets folder because that's where I want it. I want it inside the Image folder, and this is where I'm going to save it. So I'm going to save it there. Okay, so now we're done with it. If I come back over here, notice that in the Windows Explorer, File Explorer, the Flying Cat is in here already. So since it's already in that folder area, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Also, notice over here, the Visual Studio Code also pulls that Flying Cat right into the subdirectory, so it knows exactly where it's located at. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this 900x400.jpg, and I'm going to change it to Flying Space Cat. And it is not a JPG, but the file is called JPEG. And at this, I'm going to change this section here. This is about me. I don't need line 102. Okay, there we go. There's my information that I need. I need to save the file. If I go to File, and if I do a save, that saves the file. And now I'm ready to upload the file to the server in order for me to see what it is that I did. So in the next video, you will be able to see the instructions on how to upload your files and check your homework assignments. So please revisit the course to find that link.